This next project comes from JBEATZ. This is a Haitian-born artist, producer, and multi-instrumentalist who's been doing the quiet work for a while now. No big mainstream push, just a steady body of albums and singles that have built a real career for him as someone bringing contemporary rhythms with honest, felt lyricism. Monotone dropped February 14, and the rollout matched the album's energy. No spectacle, just intention. A lead single on Valentine's Day, "You Can Do It," which ends up being the last track on the actual album. This and a handful of features and organic word of mouth spreading through social audio communities from people who actually listen. J Beats has always been rooted in his own experience and musical heritage, but restless enough to keep experimenting with textures and tone. Monotone is that balance in full effect. It's everything but monotone. Interesting way for him to have decided to name the project. This is an album that grabs you by the collar. It opens the door and lets you walk into the space on your own terms. Three things about this project worth checking out and worth paying attention to. J Beats produces and engineers most of this stuff himself. That matters. Every beat, every pulse, every shift in the arrangement was a deliberate call. You can hear it in how the album moves between sparses, stripped back moments, and it can get fuller and warmer arrangements without it ever feeling jarring. The instrumentation feels lived in. Tracks like Unposé featuring Zile, who is an artist I featured last year for a dope project of her own, layer guitars and background in a way that's warm without being precious. Nothing here is overproduced. It sounds like someone who actually plays instruments made this project because they did. The features add color without crowding the room. Zile, Young Rich, Yanni Martelly, Tony Mix, these aren't just names on a playlist. Each one enhances the emotional shape of where things show up. The album has a collective energy that feels personal and lived in throughout. I'm Okay is the opening track on this joint. It's a reflective opener that sets the tone honestly, steady instrumentation, real lyrics, no warm up needed, just jumps right into it. Unposé, of course, featuring Zile. I'm sorry. The This is a standout moment that embodies warmth and collaboration, and it dives deep into a personal relationship. Like what are we beefing about? Unpose it. Let's take a break off of this. Let's stop off all the. Let's take a breath. Pretty much is what what they're saying on that song, and it just feels like, what are you mad at? I don't know what you mad at. I can't even remember. Type of things like, let's just call a time out on this and just chill. You like me, don't you? Yeah, I like you. All right, if I like you, if I'm with you because I really like you, se pas figu ma bashte. Like I really like you, So I'm not here for play. So whatever bullshit we on, I'm off that. Let's get off that. And so it's both of them deciding to in that narrative to just like dead it, and move on. Is kind of relationship goes right. Again, one of the best moments on the project. She's My World. It's one of the most unapologetic love songs I've heard in a long time. And I'm saying unapologetic, like, well, if I hear usually like a love song in hip hop, there's always a space for especially on the men's side. Okay, so here's how it goes. Okay, fine, I'll do the gender wars thing. On the male side, it's always on some um, I could get all these other bitches, but I chose you. You know what I'm saying? Or it's still gonna be self centered. Like like I'm I'm I need you to like fulfill something for me to feel like I'm a real man. So it's still like self centered. Um, and then on the other end, on the women's side, so here's the gender wars part, is that um women will be like, "Oh, you're a dog. You're a dog." All the songs like the man is a dog. The man is wrong. The man is like broke or he cheated or something like that. Um, SZA does some of this where she like unapologetic, like Adele. This is the clear example. It's just like, I messed up. My bad. I did something wrong, right? And you're meeting this intersectionality of that in one of the previous in the previous track in the previous song, right? But here in She's My World, this is just all love. This is all just like consolidating energies, and coming together. So that's dope track. I think folks should check that one out. The project wraps up with "You Can Do It." This was the one that was released on Valentine's Day. There's a music video for it and everything, well produced, and it earns the moment of being the closer on this thing. It's uplifting without being corny. It's groove forward with something to say. The visual that they really the project. This is a story that any Haitian American can relate to, right? Especially if like you've seen the women in your life, your cousins, them, you know what I mean, your sisters and them, they go through this whole story. You can see it, right? But I don't want to overlook Napsufwi and Sex Elevator. These bring bolder rhythmic energy that contrasts the more introspective stretches throughout the project, and it keeps the album from sitting in one pocket that can get monotone, right? This is overall a soulful project. It's a considered project that, despite the name, is anything but flat. It's subtle when it needs to be, and it hits hard when it counts. And throughout, it stays honest. JBEATZ isn't performing emotion here. He's just showing you his. This one best experienced out loud. I'd say that folks should be in a crowd, should be in a group, make it a get together. It's the soundtrack for those slightly nostalgic moments where you all are being drawn back, kind of like the scene in the Shake Shack in Sinners. You don't know you're stepping into it, but those moments, they hit hard, and they're easy to feel. The kind of night where the compa swinging gets to swinging, and nobody's in a rush to leave.